Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kisha for those of you who are new here, and I blog every day at kjaggers.com. There's lots on there. You guys should check it out when you have time. The link is below. It's oftentimes up top too. So I am back today with a highly requested video for my updated homemade laundry soap. So, you know, I'm generally a Tide and Cheer kind of girl. I really am. But years ago, I tried making a laundry soap. It was a liquid soap, and I made it in this big bucket with a lid, and it turned into a goopy mess. It worked and it cleaned our clothes brilliantly, but it stayed in the laundry room, and at that time our laundry room wasn't heated, and every time I would have to scoop out laundry soap out of that bucket, it was so cold on my hands. So I tweaked that recipe and I did a grated recipe with ivory soap. Worked wonderful, but I've tweaked it even more, and this is so easy to make, you guys. I will say that I've used lots of different laundry methods. I used these, which are the Biocera balls. I did a full review and giveaway, which you can check out on the link I'll post. These are wonderful. They clean your laundry with the little energy things inside. You set them out about once a month to get rid of smells. They work great. These are perfect for a college student, and I just don't use them all the time, but I do really like them, so they work well. My mom got these for me, and they're amazing. Now, the new laundry soap that I made is updated because there's been some new products that have hit the market, and they're great to incorporate in a homemade laundry soap. So here's my laundry soap, but this is not the only laundry soap I have. I have a big Tupperware container full of laundry soap. I'm going to show you how to make it step by step, and I'll show you how it works in the washer so you guys get a really good idea. It cleans really good, and I have no complaints. Now, I still like using Tide and Cheer mainly for our clothes, but I've used this recipe on our clothes a million times. It works great. I love it for towels, sheets, dog beds, coats, curtains, and then if I do buy Cheer, it lasts a lot longer with our clothes. So I like to make this about the same time I have to update all of my other cleaning supplies that I make. You can check those out by clicking the link right here and watching that video maybe when you're done with this one. So if you want to see how to make the homemade laundry soap, it's so easy, you guys. So easy. Just keep watching and I'll show you exactly how I make it. So here are the things I use to make my homemade laundry soap. So as I said in the beginning, I tweaked this recipe from my recipe years ago. I actually did a liquid laundry soap. Didn't really care for that, but it did a great job. You just had to shake it a lot, and it just seemed to be more trouble than what it was worth. Then I did a hand grate kind of laundry soap, and that worked great throughout the years. But things have changed, and I've kind of tweaked the recipe, and I'm going to show you how I make it. Now, for my recipe, you're going to need one box, 76 ounces of borax. You're going to need a 155-ounce box of washing powder. Now, the borax I found at Walmart. I think it was about $5. The washing powder I also found at Walmart. I think it was $4. You're going to need 2 cups of baking soda. That would be like 50 cents, I think, but I just have a large one. I also have some of the Downy Unstoppables. This is part of tweaking that recipe a little bit. You could use 1 or 2 of these. I just have 1 for this batch, and this one is in I believe Lush. Smells really good. These are great because they go in the washer. I also have one of LA's totally awesome Oxygen Orange cleaners. This is perfect for the laundry. So I have 1 container of that I got from the dollar store for about $1. I forgot to mention that these were like $6 at Walmart. 3 bars of felt Napa soap. This is laundry soap. These were about $1 a piece. They were on the bottom shelf in the laundry aisle at my local Walmart. Very reasonably priced, but you could use ivory soap if you don't find these. And you can also order these online. And I'll have that in the corresponding blog post where you can find them if you can't find them at Walmart. But you can also get ivory soap. It works great. For this recipe, you'd want to use 6 bars, 2 bars per Bell's Snap-A bar, basically. So 6 total for this recipe. Today I'm just going to be using the felt Snap-A, but again, you can definitely use the ivory soap if you wish. Now this is going to make a lot, so I like to store it in like a plastic bin. This is just a purple one that goes up in my laundry room. And then down on the dryer, I just keep this glass jar filled up. So that's optional. You could definitely just scoop from there. You're going to use about 2 tablespoons. In my washer, I use about 3 tablespoons per load because I have a really big washer. And it works great. I also use a food processor in this recipe just to make it easier. You could definitely use like a hand grater. It's going to take longer and it's going to be harder on your hands, but you can use your food processor. It will wash clean. I have a cup just to measure out the baking soda and a knife to cut the felt Snap-A bars, and a glass board just to cut the soap on with an old knife. This is just old. I usually don't cut on glass because it's really bad for your knives, but it cleans up really easy with the soap. So we're going to get started. It's really simple. So the first thing we're going to do is take our felt Snap-A bars and we're going to cut them up. It's really simple. Just open them straight up. What they look like if you haven't seen them before. They smell good too. They kind of smell like lemon. They smell good. Get them out of the packages. And there we go. We got the soap out, just like that. And now we're just going to cut it up so the food processor handles it better. So I'm just going to cut it in little pieces, kind of like it's a stick of butter. You're just cutting through. Cut it down the middle ones. You could definitely grate these, and if you do, you'll just like cut it in half if you want to cut it at all, and just take it across your grater. I'll kind of show you. Just like this. Then you would just use your grater and you would grate the soap till it's completely done, just like that, like cheese. But we are cheating. We are using the food processor because it's easier and faster. Easier on your hands too. Okay, so now we're going to get it in the food processor. So I'm going to add about half of these pieces of soap right in. I'll even take the little curly pieces that I grated. And what I have found with this recipe is taking a little bit of maybe the awesome orange cleaner, something to help that blade chop it up a little bit easier. This is still going right in the laundry soap, so it doesn't matter. And it does help mold the soap up a lot better. So lid on. And grate it up. Grate it up. Okay, so there we go. There's our first little batch. You see how it's all grainy? It's perfect. So we're going to take that and pour that into our purple container and move on with batch number 2. That's the hardest part. Next comes the easy part. So now we're going to add the rest of the soap we just cut up with the food processor. We're going to add 2 cups of baking soda. So just measure them out over your container. You could even do this in a garbage bag. Doesn't matter. You just got to have something to store it in. It doesn't have to be exactly accurate. We're going to add our whole container of the Downy Unstoppables. You could definitely use 2 if you wanted extra. There we go. I'm going to add the awesome orange oxygen cleaner right in. My little scoop fell in. We're going to add 1 whole box of the washing soda and 1 whole box of the Borax. Put it in there. Now, you're really going to need to mix this. So you can mix it with a big spoon. You can mix it with anything, your hands if you wanted. But I like using my bench scraper. And I just kind of cut the big pieces of the borax right up with it. And I just mix that right up like that. And just keep chopping up all of it that has any lumpy pieces. Mix it really, really well. You could put the lid on it and shake it a few times. Certainly wouldn't hurt anything. Let me show you down in. Hold on. There you go. You can see it. The Downy Unstoppables are a great new add-in since they came out. Mix it super good. Get in there and make sure it's all incorporated, just like you would if you were mixing ingredients or something in the kitchen. And there we go. There is your homemade laundry soap. Now I'm going to transfer some to a pretty jar. So I added a bunch to this beautiful big clear jar. In the top I have my scoop, and this will sit right on top of my dryer. I have the extra in this big bin, and you could definitely make triple this amount and have enough laundry soap for a year and save so much money. This is great on clothes. It really is. It's great with towels. It's great with sheets. It's amazing, and it's a fraction of the cost that you would pay for any other laundry soap. So this is where it sits in my laundry room. And by the way, I planned on doing a whole laundry room tour and showing you this recipe all in one, but I decided I would just show you the recipe so you didn't have to watch the laundry room tour if you wanted to make your own laundry soap. So I will be posting that video very soon. So I have it sitting here. I do have a bottle of cheer for my clothes, but still, if I had a really large family, I would stop with the cheer altogether and only use this. If I was really trying to save money, I would stop with the cheer and only use this. It's really what you like for your family. So as I said, I have a really big washer. So if you have a standard, I would say 2 tablespoons is more than enough. But since mine was really big, I like to use 3. 1, 2, going right in, and 3. And this does suck up some. It won't be as much as a, a cup of Tide or cheer, but that's not what's important. It's the soap itself that cleans your clothes. Sudsing doesn't really mean nothing when it comes to washing clothes. Also, it's okay if you need to use bleach for whites or towels. It's not going to hurt the laundry at all. The combination is totally fine. So it's filled up. I will let it spin for a second and show you. It does not get really sudsy. So don't worry about that. It's not the end of the world, I promise. And this is a really good combination for clean, good smelling laundry. So I hope this video has been helpful, and I'd love it if you let me know if you try this recipe and what you think about it and how well you think it cleans your clothes. I have 0 complaints. It works brilliantly. It really does. And if I'm out of cheer, if I'm out of Tide, and I need laundry soap, I will definitely go ahead and use this on my clothes. Again, I like it for towels, dog beds, coats, sheets, comforters, curtains, and I do still use it a lot. So thank you so much for watching. If you have a recipe for laundry soap that you want to share, definitely do so down below. If you have any questions about anything you saw in this video, definitely leave those in the comments below as well. And there's more pictures and the full recipe on my blog at kjaggers.com. That link will be through the video, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.